Entering Accessibility tab, menu narration option is set to off is selected. Subtitle accessibility option to toggle menu narration. Audio is only available when connected to servers. Menu narration option is set to off. Subtitle accessibility option to toggle menu narration. Audio is only available when connected to servers.
Here we go. Ready. Hut hut. Down. Red, hut hut. Hut hut hut. Ready. Blue 30. Hut hut. Down. Ready. Blue 85. Ice, ice. Hut hut hut. Ready, ready. Black 18. Move it, move it. Hut hut. Ready. Red 80. Red 20, 20. Red 20, hut. Down. Ready. Red hut. Here we go. Ready. Red 54. Red 54. Ninja, ninja. Skate, skate, skate. kill. 949 Rockstar. 9 Red 20 hot. Ready. White 29. White 29. Magic. Magic. Mustang. Mustang. Bender. Bender. Ice. Ice. Up. Here we go. Ready. White and put hot. Down. Ready. Put hot. 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 Ready. Put hot. Yeah. Down. Ready. Blue 22. Blue 22. Hot, hot! Hot, 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 hot! Ready? Hot, 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 hot! Hot, 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 hot! Good job, nigga. Ready, ready! Set hot! Ready! Red, ready, hot! Down. Hot! Here we go. Hot, hot. Down. Hot, 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 hot. Ready. Hot, hot. Down. Ready. Hot, hot, hot. Ready, ready. Black 14. Set hot. Ready. Kill, kill. 674. Take off. 674. Red, put it hot. Down. Ready. Hot. Here we go. Ready. Blue 85. Blue 85. Hot, hot. And 18. Set. Let's go. Blue idiot. Ready. Hit.
Entering accessibility tab menu narration option is set to office selected. Subtitle accessibility option to toggle menu narration. Audio is only available when connected to servers.
Right on the end. Ready. Hot. That's it.
Entering Accessibility tab menu narration option is set to off is selected. Subtitle accessibility option to toggle menu narration. Audio is only available when connected to servers.
a border battle that brings together two schools fighting for a bronze boot. A tribute to a former ROTC instructor, the bronze boot is the ultimate prize in today's resumption of the border war. Great to have you with us from Canvas Stadium in Fort Collins, Colorado. It's the Wyoming Cowboys and the Colorado State Rams. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Thanks, guys. The Rams head coach that I spoke with pregame, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Rams will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Wyoming's offense will have the football first. The Cowboys had no problem corralling the Rams last time, and we can only hope we get a game a little bit closer this time around.
Well, let's hope so, because the last time they played, Wyoming slipped on that brass boot, David, and they kicked Colorado State in the teeth. If this one's going to be closer, Colorado State has got to be more physical.
Yeah, Colorado State has to respond. This is called the border war for a reason. Really close in proximity. These schools do not like each other. They recruit against each other. Colorado State's got to respond from that butt kicking.
So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Hands it off on the counter. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking to throw, it's Hughes. Makes the grab. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try to find room outside on the jet sweep. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Cowboys in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Handoff again. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. The border war over the bronze boot dates back to 1899, but the introduction of the bronze boot trophy was started as part of a mutual agreement between each school's respective ROTC departments.
Well, it's nice that there was a mutual agreement, because the very first time these two teams played in 1899, the game was forfeit. Apparently there was breaking of rules. It ended up in a brawl. These two schools have not liked each other for a very long time in the border war, David.
I'm here for all of it. I'm here for the petty. I'm here for the college fans that don't like each other, the anger, the competition. So this should be a great matchup.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. So after that false start, now dealing with 2nd and 15. Takes the handoff. It's Harris. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Hughes. it, and the first drive ends with a pick. Oh, he's got some space. All the way back. Touchdown, Rams.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There's tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wyoming has the football back, and here's the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Set of downs going up top. Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Hits inside. It's Harris. Taken down.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, it's Hughes. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. This defense happy with how that last play turned out. They'll decline the penalty. The Cowboys send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They kick it away on 4th down. No room to bring it back. The Rams offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And they'll saddle up with Hoss Haney at the helm, a freshman prospect from Texas. This staff targeted him early on the recruiting trail, and they are excited about what he'll bring to this offense in the season opener.
Well, this guy was a 4-star coming out, and obviously very talented, David. I was really impressed with his confidence when we were talking to him before this game. Just watching him warm up down on the field pregame, he's got some stuff to him. You know, he's got a bit of a chip on his shoulder. He's got a bit of an attitude, and it'll be fun to see that competitive spirit, how that helps him play in this one.
Well, and how does he respond to the hard stuff, right? When he makes a bad play, does he respond? Look, talking to the defensive coordinator on the other side, like a little bit of a grin, like, we got some stuff for him. We're ready for this freshman. He hadn't seen a lot of the stuff that's about to come his way. How does he handle the moment, all of the goodness and all of the bad that comes with it? Can he handle it, stay even-keeled, and deliver the football?
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Trying to make one miss. He's got great speed. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Wyoming's offense heads out to get this drive started. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. The give on the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it back to him. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Rush is on. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Richardson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Looking to throw, it's Hughes. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. And the Cowboys have it. 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter play. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Just a really bad mental error. 2nd and 15 after the delay of game. terrace. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
He'll be stopped short and they'll force a 4th down.
Defensively on 3rd and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let them throw the football. Make them throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around, now hitting the gas, picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a 4th down and manageable. So much easier on the offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Delayed handoff. It's Brown. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. This is the essence of rivalry games, the big moments that you just say a few words and everybody remembers where they were when it happened. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? They'll send the tight end in motion. 1st down, right back to Brown. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Crosses the 45. Still running at the 40. He's loose down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Colorado State.
If I'm a DC, I'm throwing my gift. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable. Having a guy this dynamic in the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he caps things off with a scintillating 68-yard scoring run. On the return, it's Birch. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Dropping back, it's Hughes. Under pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. The Cowboys will have it 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Keeping his eyes downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. On the run, it's Harris. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Just feeds the running back. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. He's changing the play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Cowboys will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Mosley. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Sells the run, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, the offense is trying to go bootleg play action that time, but it had no chance because the defensive end won so quickly at the line of scrimmage. He was able to get in the backfield. He smothered the quarterback so fast for a sack.
And the Rams with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. The Rams will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The give on the counter. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Cowboys come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll go to the sneak. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Harris. Pass to 6. There's a crease. He's got 67 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. 2nd and long here. Motion from the wideout. Moving the pocket, it's Hughes. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all.
Entering accessibility tab menu narration option is set to office selected. Subtitle accessibility option to toggle menu narration. Audio is only available when connected to servers.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Those holding calls when you're just into plus territory, man, those are costly. It's 2nd and long. Back to throwing, they've got to go a long way. It's complete to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball at the 31. Third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Setting up the screen. He's out of bounds, but not before picking for the first down.
The game is still early. We're in the first half, but you need to score a touchdown here to keep this thing close. That's why that last play on third down was so big for this offense. There's plays you just gotta have. I know it's early, but that was one right there the offense needed, and they got it.
That penalty is going to be a coaching point in position meetings this week. I mean, he is going to get an earful from the coaches on the sidelines. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to pass. It's Hughes. Back's got it on the screen. There he goes. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The defense uses a time. It's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The run inside. It's Harris. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cowboys!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half. On the lead, this thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go. Was working earlier on in this one, and David, to me that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. After getting pushed back on the holding call, here comes second and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Almost picked off.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
On third down, here's Brown. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down decision. Now a timeout called by the Cowboys, and they will have no more. That's their third. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the Rams will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Searching for space. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw, it's Hughes. Uncorks it. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Colorado taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And it's the Buffaloes able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications. Now back to your game in Fort Collins. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. A lot of football still to be played as these two scratch and claw for the right to claim that old bronze boot.
And the Cowboys will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
The Rams head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he told me that he is probably going to stick with this young player. Although they are leading right now, he is concerned about the play of this young star. He said, I've got to see a more consistent performance for him here in the second half. But they give him that opportunity to right the ship. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Just smothered on the play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Brown again. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the Oaks. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Rams come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to Brown. Turning it on. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Here comes the heat. And it's a sack.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been disruptive. They have been living in the backfield all game long. That already the 3rd sack of the game for this unit.
After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. 2nd and long working here. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Across the 45. Avoids the punishment with the slide, and a good gain on that run. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's looking deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Rams will try to pin them back with the punt. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. First carry of the season. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Wants to throw. It's Hughes. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Escapes the sack. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Cowboys will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He gets it away from his own end zone. got it near midfield. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. This offense has it with really good field position. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. Offense at an empty set. Second down to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Fareed.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing it.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. The Rams come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. One more time, it's Brown. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And this is exactly what you want to see from this offense. The defense forced a turnover, puts you in a great position. Now, put a few first downs together. Ultimate goal is to capitalize on it, punch it in the end zone. But nice job moving the football little by little, trying to get this touchdown.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the run, now to throw. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State.
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage, having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat. And right now, he's given this defense all they can handle.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Drops back. It's Hughes. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Cowboys decide to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Pulled and fired complete. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
We've reached the break. Colorado State is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Quick completion to the right. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. A give to Brown. And he's brought down after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on second down. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
The misconnection leaves him with a third down. He's looking downfield to throw. And the third down pass is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. Longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Dude, how about that? Boom. I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Quick give, it's Harris. Dropped immediately, he got nothing on first down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking for a man, it's Hughes. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble, and he's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen. But all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play, but instead gives up the big safety.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. And the Rams now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Left side is Mosley. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. They've got a little more work to do after that holding call at 2nd and long. Bought a little time, lets it go. Out wide right, it's Mosley. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Back's got it on the screen. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. The Rams will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Looking for room. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Wyoming's offense heads out to get this drive started. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Fires to the big fella. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action on 1st down. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points to create.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
Crosses the 30. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Defense trying to take it back. He goes down after the short return, but won a play to get the football back. The Colorado State offense heads onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul.
That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. In the red area, it's Brown. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And this has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Catch in the middle. It's Holman. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Fires to the wideout. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Dropping back, it's Hughes. Rush right in his face. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. So the offense will have a fresh set of downs to work with after the roughing the passer call. They'll run the screen. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He lets one fly deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Back to pass, it's Hughes. Right side, it's Holman.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on him, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
The Cowboys in the hurry up. From the gun, it's Hubbard. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Quickly to the tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
The sure hands, it's Richardson. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And the Cowboys, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Drops back on 1st down. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Timeout taken by the... It's their 2nd. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the 1st. The Cowboys go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Making the adjustment on the play. Looking to throw again. Look out. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Moves the pocket. It's Hughes. Looking for the score. Couldn't hit his man in the end zone, but it wouldn't have mattered because this is going backwards for holding. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. So after getting nabbed for holding, it's 2nd and long. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Nearly intercepted.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage.
Unleashes one deep. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down. The defense trying to be physical in pass coverage took it a little too far, and the offense will pick up the 1st down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. A costly holding penalty backs him up. It's 1st and 20. He's looking to pass. They go to the wide receiver screen. Now a timeout called by the Cowboys, and they will have no more. That's their 3rd. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And the Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quick completion on the out. Makes the tackle. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Quarterback changing the play. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Quickly complete.
And listen, everything's 4-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the 1st down there, but now the pressure's on to convert this. Otherwise, it's ball game.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Needs it here on 4th down. Right down the middle. Grabbed in the end zone for a touchdown, and there's still a hill to climb, but they are still fighting, staggering, stumbling, but still upright and not finished yet.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He makes the grab for the 2-point conversion, and now they're down by a single possession late. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finished it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. 1st down here as we dive into the college football season, a Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. One of the great rivalries in the West comes to a close with the Rams taking the victory. There will be partying in Fort Collins tonight. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.
Ready. 180. Ready! Black 14, black 14, copper, flip, flip, flip! Ready, hot! Shift! Kill it, kill it.